Most softball players that come to me have great skills. They can throw, they can catch, they can pitch, they can swing a bat. But what a lot of them lack is the ability to move. Once they hit the ball, they don't have the speed to get down to first base without getting thrown out. Or once they're in the field, they can catch a ball all day long, but they don't have the speed or the quickness to actually get there and actually make the fielding play. So what we offer here at our program for softball players is the ability to put their skills into play, to put themselves into a position to make an impact on the field.
I'm a pitching instructor for girls fast-pitch softball with TPM Fastpitch. One of the first things that I look for when I get a student in here is her balance and coordination and strength in her lower half of her body and her core.
Lower body strength is critical in developing quicker bat speed, more stability, more power overall behind your swing.
So our program is going to be designed to accentuate what they do at their skill standpoint and make them better and more explosive, more powerful at those movements. One very specific drill I like to show and like to talk about is with catchers. A lot of times what happens is the catchers will make a block and then they can't get from their knees back to their feet to make the throw. So what we do is we add a little bit of overspeed to that. So I add a harness and a cord to the catcher's back, have them go into a block, and then I assist them with the overspeed motion up into the pop for the throw down to second. So you can see it with the catcher as she pops her knees and then I'll pop her right back up. It's a great drill to work on speed and to work on that explosiveness from the knees back to the throwing position. Every softball player wants to be a better hitter, and the secret to being a good hitter is in the hips. It's not in the hands, it's not in the bat, it's in the hips and the ability for the hips to rotate the body, therefore swinging the bat. And we've got a pretty good hitting program we've developed that can really help the hips become more powerful, more explosive, giving the athlete more power at the bat, but also giving them more time to react to the ball. Probably the most important component of softball is reaction. Whether you're at the plate swinging a bat, you've got to react to the pitch. Whether you're in the field making a play on the ball, you've got to react to that hit ball. Or whether you're on the base path, running bases, being able to steal and reacting off the pitcher. So reaction is a super important component of softball.
With softball and pitchers in particularly, they don't tend to play multiple sports anymore. They tend to focus on the same thing year round. And so the weight room is really crucial for the injury prevention part of it. Those girls need to be training to be able to keep their upper body strength up, to minimize the wear and tear that happens on the body. We need to make sure that we're creating the stabilization in the upper body for that.
When you partner the individual private training with speed and agility and strength training, you're really building the full athlete, and a big part of that is self-confidence. For them to be able to complete the workout and feel themselves starting to get better and better at the actual workout, that in itself is building self-confidence as far as I can do this, I'm getting better at this, I'm seeing results. It's the same type of thing that happens in the cages or in the pitching lanes. You know, when you're working towards something, you're building self-confidence, and that's very important, especially for our female athletes and our young female athletes, is instilling that self-confidence in them.